Real Madrid's French international midfielder and left-back Eduardo Camavinga gave a wide-ranging interview to Ouest France. The third youngest ever player to don the legendary blue jersey of the national team recalled his €40 million switch from Rennes to Real Madrid in 2021. "It's another world, with regard to the facilities and the passion. You feel straight away that you have joined the best club in the world," Camavinga said. The 20-year-old, who was called up by Les Bleus boss Didier Deschamps as Theo Hernandez's understudy at left-back, said that, when he arrived in the Spanish capital, he didn't expect to be a starter. "I had to make my mark little by little," he said. The former Rennes youth product then went on to reveal what surprised him the most in the Merengues dressing room. "There are no celebratory chants or songs when we win," said Camavinga. "For my first win, I entered the dressing room, and nothing happened. When we won the Spanish Super Cup against Athletic Bilbao, my first trophy with Real, I expected something, and still nothing. There, I understood that I was with players accustomed to winning. Naturally, I also become like that." Camavinga adds what he can learn from Croatian midfielder and Real Madrid teammate Luka Modric. "What strikes me with him is his calmness. He never wobbles, it's unbelievable." According to Camavinga, the 2018 Ballon d'Or is, besides being a legendary player, a lovely and very joyous character. In a season where Karim Benzema has failed to live up to his usual standards, Vinicius Jr. has taken over as the difference maker on the field for Real Madrid. The 22-year-old winger has been in sublime form this season, scoring 8 times and providing 4 assists in just 25 league appearances for the Merengues. He averages 2.5 shots and 2 key passes per game and has created 9 big chances in the process. Vinicius is currently on international duty with the Brazilian national team, and spoke to GE Globo in depth about Carlo Ancelotti and racism. Here are the highlights from his interview. The South American protégé began his interview with a groundbreaking proclamation on Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti's future. The Italian has been heavily linked with the vacant Brazil national team manager's job, and Vinicius claimed that Ancelotti could be keen on taking it. He echoed the thoughts of his compatriot Ederson from earlier in the week, saying, "I believe Ancelotti wants to become Brazil's manager." The Brazilian has grown into one of the best players in the world under the Italian tactician in Madrid. He showered praise on his club coach and called him the best he has worked with. "Carlo Ancelotti is the best coach I ever worked with," the 22-year-old exclaimed. The interview then shifted direction towards the subject of racism, an atrocity the youngster finds himself prey to every week. Talking about the mental fortitude required to deal with it, he said, "Not everyone can have the mentality I have, but having to talk about it in every interview is very sad," he admitted. Vinicius also spoke about how the continued exposure to racist abuse took a toll on him, and how he was slowly opening up about the topic. "Every day I am maturing and I am becoming better able to talk about it, racism," Vinicius stated. Finally, the 22-year-old made an inspiring announcement about his projects off the field, and the development he was working on for the upliftment of children in his nation. "Me and my family are thinking about starting an anti-racist project for the children in Brazil," he concluded. Speaking at a press conference ahead of Croatia's UEFA Euro 2024 qualifier against Wales, Luka Modric has affirmed his desire to remain at Real Madrid beyond the current season. The 37-year-old midfielder is in the final year of his contract at the club and will become a free agent at the end of the season. It has given way to speculations over his future, with Modric recently being heavily linked with a move to Saudi Arabia. Al Nassr, who signed Cristiano Ronaldo earlier this year, have been showing an interest in the Croatian international as well. Modric has, up until this time, been coy on the topic of his future. But during the press conference, he made it abundantly clear that he has his heart set on continuing at Real Madrid. "My wish is known, to stay at Real Madrid. I believe and hope it will happen. The rest are only assumptions and rumors. I repeat for the 100th time, I hope and believe I will stay at Real Madrid," Modric said. There had been reports claiming that Real Madrid were unhappy with Modric continuing to play for Croatia at his age, especially after his form dipped after the World Cup. When asked if he would have to stop playing international football to continue at Real Madrid, the midfielder replied, short and clear, no. What is clear is that Modric is uninterested in a move to Saudi Arabia and wants to remain at Real Madrid for at least one more year.